Hello everyone, my name is Eddie Valero and I am your Tulare County Supervisor. And I am excited to read to you today for the Tulare County Library Space Book Festival. And today's book is Astronaut in Training. Are you ready? Are you trained? Let's get going. So I am going to start reading, and this is a book by Aneta Cruz and illustrated by Olivia Aserr. Astrid's dream was to be an astronaut. How many of you have wanted to be an astronaut? I know I have. And then at playtime, she built a spaceship. At dinner time, she made astronaut food. I know when I get excited, I try to do all that I can to get ready for my adventure. At bath time, she practiced floating in space. And then at bedtime, she counted stars. But there were just too many, and Astrid soon ran out of all the numbers she knew. "Why aren't you sleeping, Astrid?" her father asked. "I'm getting ready for my astronaut mission," she explained. I know I would too, right? When we get excited, sometimes when we're in bed and our parents tell us, get ready for bed. And yet we're excited, we still want to know what we can do to get ready for our exploration. "You'll be an astronaut when you're big, but how about a little mission for tonight? And that is, go to sleep." "Sleep?" Astrid said. Astrid had training all day. She was ready to soar into space, wasn't she? She pressed her eyelids shut so tight the stars outside her window appeared. And she chose the biggest one, made a wish. And guess what happened? Yes, she went to space. Astrid was an astronaut. Zip, she took off in a spaceship flying far, far, far away until, guess what happened? She landed on a planet where everything and everyone was big. I would be scared, would you? The Bigs had never seen anyone like Astrid. They were amazed and wanted to be astronauts too. I would be scared to see these big astronauts. How about you? At playtime, Astrid tried to show them how to build a spaceship, but their tools were too huge. I would be scared. How about you? At dinner time, she tried to show them how to make astronaut food, but their meals were way too huge. Oh no. At bath time, she tried to show them how to float in space, but their tub was just too huge. At bedtime, Astrid and the Bigs counted stars. But when they ran out of all the numbers they knew, Astrid looked around and said, "This isn't right." She glanced up at the stars, chose the smallest one, and set her course. Guess what happened? I know, and that is zap. Astrid took off, flying far, far away until, guess what happened? She ended up going somewhere else, and the littles had never seen anyone like Astrid. They were amazed and wanted to be astronauts too. At playtime, Astrid tried to show them how to build a spaceship, but their tools were just too tiny. I would be afraid to step on any of these. How about you? At dinner time, she tried to show them how to make astronaut food, but their meals were too tiny. And then at bath time, she tried to show them how to float in space, but their tub was just too tiny. At bedtime, Astrid and the littles counted stars, but when they ran out of all the numbers they knew, Astrid looked around and said, "This isn't right." She glanced up at the stars, chose the one she knew best, and fired up her engines. Guess what happened? Yes, she zooped, and Astrid took off again. But guess where she landed when she flew far, far away? Until she landed on a planet where everything and everyone was the way she'd always known it to be. And let me stop here just to let you know that sometimes we get so eager, we get so ready for trips that sometimes we need to practice or sometimes we need to train for, and we need to take our time. We can't always just go from A to Z and zip away. We also have to take it slow and make the process work. She ran to hug her father. "Daddy, Daddy," Astrid cried. "Last night I was an astronaut, but everything I did on my mission went wrong. Can you help me get it right?" Her father nodded. At playtime, he helped Astrid build a spaceship. At dinner time, he helped Astrid make astronaut food. And at bath time, he helped Astrid float. Many times we need people to help us train. We can't do it on our own, and that's why we need people like our parents, our grandparents, our brothers, our sisters, people who can train us so that way we do get ready. And though her father hadn't run out of all the numbers he knew, Astrid was staring and starting to yawn. "Good night, Starshine," her father whispered as he tucked her into bed. "Good night, Daddy," Astrid replied. She drifted off, dreaming of all the wonderful worlds she would explore. After a bit more training, of course. So I just want to encourage all of you that if you want to be an astronaut, if you want to be a doctor, if you want to be a lawyer, if you want to be a teacher, make sure that you have to train enough in order to be perfect at what you do. And you will get there sure enough. Signing off, Supervisor Eddie Valero.